What's happening, YouTube? Sorry. I'm grinning because if I recognize that, sorry, this thing's itching me, that exhaust note on that truck that just drove off, somebody that I was fussy about just yesterday, I think that was his rig, but I'm smiling, right? I'm I'm really listening, and I am processing a lot of information. Everything that's been happening to me with my anger, with life, with death, with grief, just circumstance, pandemic, a million things, right? My childhood especially, right? It's all coming up. For whatever reason, my childhood is really, really getting washed up. I'm sitting here quiet, got an eyeball on the stock market, drinking some coffee, nice and quiet, watered, just trying to keep it very low key today and reflect. So, story time. For whatever reason, this memory come to me. I was living in San Mateo in this little neighborhood they called the Village, and it's right by Hillsdale Shopping Center, Bay Meadows racetrack, horse racetrack, etc. Right? So I'm living in this little foster home in San Mateo, and Mom lived in Redwood. That's Redwood City. So I don't know the distance between the two. I'm guessing 5-7 miles, something like that, right? Well, this foster home that I lived in the Village, because of my dyslexia, I didn't do a report on Japan, right? And I knew the motherfucking teacher was gonna snitch me off to the foster mom, and I was gonna get a beating. I knew it. I knew what was coming because I've been beat by this lady before. I was going to get into that right now, but I'm going to stay on point with this story. I'll do another video about her beating me. She was the only person that ever beat me in my life. Anyway, so I had this report due, and I didn't do it. And I knew I was going to get a beating. And I was in elementary school still. I wasn't in junior high school yet. I was in 4th or 5th grade, right? Whatever the fuck age that is. And so I decide in my divine wisdom, I'm gonna run away from home. I'm gonna run away from home to home. I'm gonna run away from the foster home, and I'm gonna go back to Mom's house. Fuck you guys, fuck your social worker, fuck Mom, fuck everybody, I'm going home. So, after school, instead of, no, I asked my foster parents, could I go to the store? Could I walk over to the store and get some candy or something? I saved my allowance, right? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So I went to the store. I came out of the store, and the store was right next to the freeway. Hillsdale Boulevard and 101 Freeway. Right on the corner, there's a little store back in the day. And I came out of that store, and it was either go home or run away. I said, fuck it. I started walking down the side of the freeway because that was the only way I knew how to get to Redwood. I didn't know how to get there any other way. I didn't think about El Camino Real because that's city streets. The only way I knew how to go was the way the social worker took me to Mom, right? That's it. Get on the freeway, go to Woodside Road exit, and then once I got into Redwood, I knew my way around in Redwood, right? That's home sweet home. I was born in that fucking shithole. So, no worries. I just needed to get from A to B. So I'm fucking stomping down the freeway, down the side of the freeway, and I'm in, like I said, 5th grade, I think. And usual me, fucking scoping on shit on the ground, I picked up a fucking antenna, a car antenna, right? Broke off, long metal, skinny ass, stainless steel antenna. Some car pulls over, some dude. Hey, what are you doing? You okay? Yeah, where you going? I told the dude, I said, I ran away from home. I'm going back home. Oh, well, where do you live? Redwood City. Oh, you're a long way from home. You want to ride? Yeah, I better give you a ride. It's either that or I got to call the police. I'm like, okay, you give me a ride. As soon as he said the police, it's like, okay, you can give me a ride. So I jump in dude's car and I had that fucking antenna. I had that antenna in my hand, right? I'm holding on to that fucking antenna. My knuckles were white. I was squeezing that antenna so hard, boy. And he could see me holding on to that fucking antenna because he kept looking at my lap, right? And he goes, you okay? I said, I'm fine. I go, I just don't want to get in trouble. Mom's going to be mad, right? I ran away from home, but I got to go home. She's going to be mad. Okay, well, I'm going to take you home. I'm like, okay, cool. So he's taking me to my mom, not back to the foster home. I lied to homie. Told him I ran away from my mom, not the foster home. So homie takes me to my mom's apartment. Mom's not there. Fuck. Well, where would she be? I said, well, she might be at Jimco. It was the only store I knew where she might be at, right? So homie takes me over to Jimco. Back in the day, it was like, your son, blah, 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 blah. He's at the blah, blah. And they loud called her over the speaker. She didn't show. He goes back to mom's apartment. By then, mom was there. Mom flips. What the fuck are you doing here? She didn't. And I was like, well, and I started to tell the truth. The dude shaking his head like, well, I'm glad he's with you, ma'am. He splits. He was cool. He didn't do nothing weird. Mom's tripping balls. She's like, well, what happened? And I told her, so these motherfuckers beat me, and I didn't do this report, and I didn't want to get beat on. And she started bawling. Why didn't you tell me? I said, because I don't want to upset you. I don't want to hurt your feelings and tell you that these people were fucked, right? And so it really hurt her, and she called a social worker, and the social worker found me a different foster home. But eventually, that incident got me back home. Mom felt so bad, it raised her game, and she got me back home for a little while. A couple years before it went to shit. But, you know, story time, man. It's weird how whatever life's doing to me right now is stirring up the dust. It really is, man. All these old stories. And because I got YouTube, it's easy for me to fucking run my mouth. Boom, I put it down. And when I pass, whether it's my kid or her kid or whoever, whatever, but fuck, who knows, man? Dave Dog's kids, they're like my kids. You know, there's people out there that, you know, one day be like, fuck, look at old Johnny and his fucking crazy ass stories, man. Right? I wish I had stories from my dad that I never knew, right? What if I got a son out there? You don't think I never had a one-night stand? I don't fucking know. It's possible. I hope not. You know, that was me. Anyway. Fuck. Yeah. One-night stand, right? Mom didn't know who my dad was. Gave me the wrong name. I don't know. I wasn't there, right? Not yet. Anyway, more memory lane. What are you going to do? Guys, have a great day. I got to go deal with some more fucking memories. Go figure, right? Anyway, much love and respect as always. We'll talk soon. Peace.